Hello there, my name's Tracy Elsom and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Canada, and welcome to my Paper Craft with Me YouTube channel. Today I have a quick 30-second solution for you, and that's for those occasions when you want to emboss a image in a particular colour but you don't have that colour of embossing powder. So for instance, I have this flower here. It's from the Celebration stamp set Amazing You, and it's available free with a qualifying order from Stampin' Up! Until the end of March. I actually want this image to be embossed in black, but I don't have any black embossing powder, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to get around that. So here I have some watercolour paper and my embossing buddy. It's looking a little bit sorry for itself now. I've had it nearly 5 years and there's not much powder left in it. It will work for today though. Okay, so I'm wiping my piece of watercolour paper with the embossing buddy, and that removes any oil and static, and it also makes sure that when the embossing powder is put onto it that it doesn't just stick to the whole piece. So I'm going to start with my Versamark ink pad, and I'm going to ink up my image, make sure it's good and inked up, and then I am going to ink up that image with Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to stamp straight down, hold it there, lift it straight up again. Now all I need to do is to cover my image with clear embossing powder. I'm going to tap it off onto some scrap paper there, and it doesn't look particularly inviting. Let's put the lid on that before I knock it over everywhere. We'll put the lid on the ink and on the Versamark, because I will no doubt mess it up big time. Okay, so I'm going to switch on my heat tool now to emboss this. So if you have your sound turned up, you may wish to turn it down just for a minute or so while I get this embossed. One of the key things with embossing is to make sure that your heat tool is really hot before you try and start to emboss. And hopefully you'll see once it starts to emboss, there it goes. You'll see that the embossing, as it melts, the image suddenly turns darker, where the powder changes from sort of a whitish colour and it melts and goes clear. Just make sure all the little bits are properly embossed. There we go. So there we are. Now it's not as crisp on watercolour paper as it would be on normal card, because obviously there's a texture to this, so you have to bear that in mind. But I'm really happy with how that came out. I've got a nice embossed image, and when I colour this, instead of having a white outline, or I will have the black, which will help to pull out the colours that I want to do on here. So I hope that's been useful. So if you ever find yourself without the right colour ink, try it with Versamark first and then onto your ink pad, and then stamp it down, emboss it with clear. You'll be pleased with results, I'm sure. If you want to get any of the products that you've seen here today, you can visit my website or you can look at the links in the description below, and I'll make sure everything is listed there, and you can just click on the link and get taken straight to the product itself. And for daily paper crafting inspiration and tips and the latest news from Stampin' Up, just visit my website and blog, tracyelsom.stampinup.net. I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye.